If you found yourself feeling extra lonely lately, wishing you had a significant other, I'm about to give you 16 reasons to be thankful that you spend your nights all alone. Enjoy. Weird vibe. This was posted by Killin13. A girl I went on 2 dates with ended up stabbing her ex-boyfriend 2 months later. I didn't follow up after 2 dates because I got a weird vibe. Never been happier about that gut instinct. Someone else responded to that post named Zapato Dolce. I wonder if you dated my boyfriend's ex. When he broke up with her, she got mad and stabbed him in the chest with a decorative sword. Person of interest. This was posted by Just Another Song. The guy I dated off and on through my last 2 years of high school and first year of college ended up being a person of interest in the suspicious passing of a girl about a year after we stopped speaking regularly. It was eventually ruled inconclusive, and he went on his merry way. But about 6 months ago, he came up in local news as the last person seen with another woman who had gone missing. Eventually, they found her body, and he's in jail, awaiting trial. Dodged a car, posted by the Lamer Gamer. I was fooling around with this girl who was super clingy and obsessive. I didn't pursue it further despite the hotness. 2 years later, hit and run her boyfriend. Could have been a one-time deal. That is until she ran over a second boyfriend not long after. I dodged a car, apparently. Not boyfriend material. I met a guy at a party and we hit it off. Hung out the following night, and then 2 days later, he was arrested for armed robbery. He spent 4 years in prison. Definitely not boyfriend material. A little too close. Scott in Ottawa says, my ex's mom got really drunk and kissed me with tongue during a Christmas party at her sister's house. On the way home after, I told my ex about it, and she defended her mom, saying, we're a really close family. You just wouldn't understand. No one would understand that. Early warning signs. Posted by Rakate. Dated a guy who started to show signs of being extremely controlling and potentially abusive. After a month, I broke up with him. Later on, he lost a case on Judge Judy and had a ton of restraining orders against him from several different women. Bad reactions. Posted by Non-Physical. When breaking up with an ex, she grabbed super glue from my craft table and tried to squirt it in my eyes while yelling, "Oh yeah? How you like this?" Fortunately, the glue had dried in the tip, but I'm sure she'll make a wonderful mother. He completely disappeared. Posted by SparklePants22. Met a guy in the local nerd community. We hit it off, start becoming more than friends. He's moving too fast and I wasn't feeling it, so I ended. A month later, he disappears from social media. 3 months later, still complete silence. I got curious and started searching. Found out he'd been arrested for relations with a minor. Ew. Ending a marriage. I met this girl while on vacation who was really beautiful, funny, seemed smart. I was together with her for a week or two before I had to go home, but I tried to keep in touch with her from time to time. Years after we met, she was sent to jail for ending her husband's life. Caught in a crime spree. Posted by Texas Fly. My AC went out in my condo. The AC guy came out and ended up cutting his hand on my AC. I fixed his hand and we started chatting. He gave me his cell number and asked me out. He was pretty cute, but for whatever reason, I didn't go. 6 weeks later, I was hosting a party, and the TV was on some random station. I happened to walk by as they start telling a story about a serial rapist that they had just caught. Turned out it was the AC guy. They said he had met several elderly women while doing house visits to fix the AC. And then he would go back later, break into the house, and brutally harm them. Needless to say, I was screaming at the TV, totally sickened and flabbergasted. She knew where he worked, posted by Dragon Blaze in real life. Was 21 or 22 and had agreed to meet this girl after work. Told her I'd call her when I was leaving work to let her know where we would go. She hounded my phone and even said she knew where I work and would have someone waiting for me when I least expected it. Let's just say she was politely told to just go away. It all went up in flames. Posted by Ashhole613. My first date with this guy was grabbing cheap fast food and watching a movie at the house he shared with his roommate and her girlfriend. After the date was over, I drove back to my house. Immediately, he starts sending me non-stop messages, calling, leaving voicemails, emails, IMs. You know, creepy. It definitely gave me a bad feeling about him, and I told him things just didn't click for me, which was sort of a lie, but he actually scared me at that point. A few months later, his roommate sent me an email basically telling me that she was so glad I turned him down because he'd gotten really weird about me. Then ran up a several $1,000 racy chat line phone bill on her account, and then burned her house down. The girl who has everything. Posted by Perry Nate. There was this girl in high school, beautiful, long hair, freckles, eyes so dark they sucked you in, and you couldn't look anywhere else. Soccer star, honor society, well-liked and popular among the rest of the school. We had some strong feelings for each other, but I was too much of a coward to make a move. A year and a half later, she's looking at 5 to 10 years for cocaine trafficking. A creepy customer. Posted by Taggart Bridge. A creepy customer used to come into my store and hit on me. Today, he was arrested for the slaying of a University of New Hampshire student. Widespread threats. Posted by Troy Nocuris. She wanted a more serious relationship, which I wasn't ready for, and threatened to eliminate me and my roommates and burn my house to the ground. Don't call him. Posted by Did It Right. I dated a guy for a little under a year and the relationship went sour quickly. The last night I ever saw him, we were in the middle of a heated argument. Fast forward 4 months. I walk into work. I was bartending. One of my coworkers hands me a folded up napkin and told me this guy came in on a date and handed this to her to give to me. I unfold the paper napkin, and there's his name, phone number, and a "please call me" scribbled on the napkin. I threw it straight in the trash can without giving it a second thought. 2 days after that, I got a phone call from a mutual friend telling me the guy I dated was in jail for attempted murder. The girl he had shown up to my workplace with barely made it out with her life. Well, what about you? Personally, I had a ton of dating horror stories, but none of them left me feeling scared. Most of the time, I was just annoyed that I gave them the time of day. If you like this video, be sure to leave a like and consider subscribing so you don't miss out on any new videos. And if you have a story you want to share, email me at duchessdark676@gmail.com. As always, thank you so much for watching. See you next time.